Welcome to Letting Go University. This is our daily live stream. We do some letting go around the prompts given us by the Course in Miracles workbook. Today we're on lesson 267. My heart is beating in the peace of God. Surrounding me is all the life that God created in His love. It calls to me in every heartbeat and in every breath, in every action and in every thought. Peace fills my heart and floods my body with the purpose of forgiveness. Now my mind is healed, and all I need to save the world is given me. So all you need to save the world is given you. You're surrounded by the life of God, His love. Your very life is Him. That's a stretch. Wait, my heartbeat's God. My breath is God. Everything I experience, everything I see is God. All there is God. My heart is beating in the peace of God. My mind is healed in God. All I need to save the world is given me in God. So let's do some letting go. My heart is beating in the peace of God. Is there some sense that your life, your heartbeat, your breath has something to do apart from God? Is your life sustained by something else besides God? Or has it ever seemed that way? And can you just notice any feeling that comes up with even the imagination or the seeming, the illusion that somehow your heartbeat, your breath, your very life is sustained somehow separate from God? It's okay. If you went to school, at least in the United States, they teach us all about the physical body and how it works and how it lives, and they don't even know. So we've gotten this huge amount of programming of separation. Could you just allow whatever ego program is running for you, any feeling that comes up, with even the imagining that your life, your heartbeat, your breath could be apart from God? And could you allow that energy to come up and to dissipate and to dissolve? Don't need those programs anymore. Could you let go of what you might have learned in school, saying somehow this life, this heartbeat, this breath is sustained by something other than God? They try, don't they? Good little egos doing what good little egos do. Oh, yes. The heartbeat and the breath and the life come from. Uh-huh. And could you allow yourself to just release these programs, let go of the world's attempts to divide from God, the world's attempts to do the impossible? Would you let go of this feeling of separation from God? Whatever that feeling is, it doesn't matter. All the negative feelings are ego survival programs. How does the ego survive? Pretending to be separate from God. Could you just let that go? That feeling and those programs. Nothing wrong with them. It's a cute attempt. And could you allow your heart, your breath, your life, and God Just because there's a popular belief otherwise doesn't make it true. Could you just allow for your heart to be beating in the peace of God, your breath to be flowing in the peace of God, your very life to be by the grace and peace of God? Now, we've covered this in many ways in previous lessons, but does your heart beat? Do your lungs inhale and exhale? Does your life exist because of something other than the peace of God, or does it seem like that? Perhaps money, perhaps food, perhaps conditions as they appear in the world. Has it ever seemed like that? And could you just notice any feeling that comes up? Something on the vibration of life has something to do with other than God. And without judging it, without moralizing about it, there may be some judgment there. That's okay. Could you just notice that feeling, wanting to be separate from God? And could you just allow this energy to start to dissipate, dissolve? As you don't fight it and claim it's real, you just let it be there, let it move. And could you allow releasing to happen? Just releasing this feeling of wanting separation, claiming life depends on something other than God, as if there was an other. Just could you release that? Could you release that feeling and all the belief systems that are lodged in that vibrational frequency, that attractor pattern? Just could you release? And could you just acknowledge, perhaps my heart is beating in the peace of God. My heart is beating in the peace of God. My breath is flowing in the peace of God. My very life is given, sustained, and lived in the peace of God, the love of God. It's just a choice. My heart is beating in the peace of God. My breath is flowing in the peace of God. My life, the grace and peace of God. And have you ever experienced this, all the effort it takes, all the work, all the vain illusions and imaginings and made up thoughts to try and separate your life, your heart, your breathing from the peace of God, from God? And it's okay. Just this is an opportunity to bring up some of those programs, some of that efforting, and just allow it to come up. What it feels like to be attempting to be separate from God. No need to make good or bad of it. It's just what the ego does. Don't need to condemn it for doing what it does. You could condemn it. It's okay too. But just noticing this feeling. What does it feel like to be making such an effort to separate your life from God? And could you surrender that? Could you give up attempting to separate your life, your heartbeat, your breathing from God's love? Just surrendering that feeling and those programs on that vibrational frequency, that attractor pattern. Could you surrender? Just could you surrender? Would you surrender all the effort it takes to try and separate your life, your existence, and all the body's functionality from God? Giving over it all to the peace of God. Your heartbeat, your very breath, your life itself is in the peace of God. A love that surpasseth all understanding of the world, sustaining your very life and everything in it. The ego takes credit for all these things in less than 1/10,000th of a second, or in about 1/10,000th of a second. God's love, taking care of business. Ego comes in. That was me. So could you, just for now, surrender the ego's vainglory to the glory of God, God's peace, God's love? Would you surrender your very life to the peace and love of God? It's just a choice. The power of decision is your own. When could you surrender, give up the temptation of the ego to discredit God as the sole source and sustainer of your life, to have the joy and peace of God's love ever present, surrounding you, filling you, being you? What's it like to just surrender your life to Him, His love, His peace? This is an option available all day, every day. My heart is beating in the peace of God. Could you allow your heartbeat, your very heartbeat, to be beating in the peace of God? When you notice the body breathing, is it the ego breathing the body? Or could you allow it to be the peace of God, the love of God breathing the body? Could you allow the love and peace of God to fill you, your life, sustain you in all things? And just surrender, give up any of the ego's deceit. Just turning everything over to the peace of God. Your heart is beating in the peace of God. Well done, release. That was the best day. You can.